Hey you guys, I'm here at Durham Elementary with my cameraman Hank, and I'm going to show you some of these awesome edible greens that we get to eat during the summertime. So here in Houston, we're really lucky. We have lettuces and kale and Swiss chard that we grow in the winter time, but then there's a whole group of plants because we have such a long hot summer that we can grow for our lettuce kind of food during the summertime. So let's take a look at some of them. So follow me. Now some you're going to be familiar with, like right here we have basil, and that's a great plant. One over here that you'll see is a really great plant, that's longevity spinach, and I've done a whole video on longevity spinach because I think it is that awesome. And this whole patch of longevity spinach was planted just by burying some stems under mulch and forgetting about them. So this is a plant I cannot recommend enough. It's a really great plant. This next plant is Chaya. Now this is not the standard tree spinach Chaya. The regular snow-scolus Chaya mansa, it gets a lot bigger, has tons and tons of green leaves. Chaya is a great summertime green, but it needs to be cooked down. So that's 3 awesome plants that we've got so far. Here's another really great plant. This is called Sissoo Spinach, or Brazilian spinach, and it's Alternanthera sissoo. And Alternanthera is actually a really common landscape plant. So there's other edibles that are similar to this that you will find that you could eat, and the only challenge is that it's a little bit thicker and tougher. And so this is a green that is more often like braised, like stir-fried, like wilted down a little bit, but very tasty. It doesn't have any bitterness. All of these greens, they don't have any of that milky bitterness, sappiness that comes with a lot of the temperate climate greens. Now we don't even have to go anywhere to get to our next plant, which is right here, getting covered in a loofah gourd. This is Bele, or the edible leaf hibiscus. So I'm going to pick a leaf here and show you guys. The Bele that I have comes in 2 different leaf shapes, but it's the same species. So these are just cultivars. And Bele is an awesome green, very, very mild, just like lettuce. So another great plant. Warm season, goes crazy and goes to town, grows a lot of food for you. So definitely want to get you some cuttings. It's easy to root propagate from cuttings. And since we're on Bele, we can go this way and check out another type of Bele. So follow me. This is also Bele, and look at these dinner plate sized leaves. I would pick one and eat one that size, but I feel like it would be a shame, so I'm just gonna carry this with us. And I have some garden helpers that are gonna enjoy making some salad out of this. So you'll see this tropical leafy green does a lot better than, look at our sad kale there, with all of the bugs eating it up, not liking the heat. You know, kale likes the cool weather, not the hot. So that's why we're shifting over, getting some tropicals. We've got more basil. Basil is a great one you can nibble on. And we've got another one over here. Now, this one doesn't quite make the list of like being as good as lettuce, but this is Turkscap. And this is a pink version of a Turkscap, but Turkscap leaves are very much edible, good in a stir fry, and especially Turkscap flowers. I cannot recommend them enough, as really tasty and good to eat. So we're just racking up the plants. This plant that has swamped up and over this pineapple guava bush, this is Okinawa Spinach. So this is the same genus as longevity spinach, but it has a little bit more purple underneath. And this is tons of food growing in and around here. The next plant on our list is Roselle, or Jamaican sorrel. Now this plant is mainly grown for the calyxes that come after the flowers in the fall. Really, really juicy and sour sweet. The leaves are also edible and have a really nice sour taste. So this is a good salad addition, like arugula for a little spicy. This is for a little bit of sour. And you'll notice this one's growing a little bit more in the shade. This is Talinum paniculatum, also called jewels of Opar, also called Ceylon Spinach. This plant is amazing at growing in tough, dry ground in the shade. And I'm going to bring a leaf up close so you can see. It's a very, very thick leaf and very, very mild. So this can be a lettuce addition or it has a really nice spinach-like flavor, so a little bit of that ironiness. And a tough plant, it creates a really big storage root, so it can go through droughts like nobody's business. Good for shady, hard ground, and it's got some beautiful flowers too. So inside this pot here is Stevia, and Stevia is a sweet plant. So this is the sweetener that you've all heard of, and we can take little bits and dry it and put it into our teas for sweetening. You can bake with it, put it into dishes, or you can pass it off to young friends, and they like to suck on it.
It's very good.
Yes, yes. So I'm going to give some to my cameraman as well. But Stevia you should grow during the summertime.
Thank you.
We covered longevity spinach and Okinawan spinach. So here is another same genus, a Gynura, that I don't actually know the common name of. This is Gynura scandens, I do believe, and it has a different leaf pattern. So it's got a really nice purple and green veins. And so this is another one that you can grow and eat as well. And our very last plant for the garden, that is our summertime warm season green, is sweet potato. Sweet potato can be eaten raw. It's actually really great, but it's even better with a little bit of braising and a little bit of oil. So you can saute your sweet potato greens, and that's a really great way to use sweet potato if you grow in a climate that doesn't have quite as long enough season to get good roots. You can just grow it for the tops and get a lot of good summertime greens. So that was my blitz with my cameraman of trying to cover Durham Elementary's garden and all of the awesome warm season greens that we have growing here. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will catch you next time.
Bye.